Thank you, beautiful people, for joining us today on The Conversation, which is your public issues focus program on happenings within Nigeria and in the diaspora. My name is Nelson Ekujumi, and I have here with me in the studio today Comrade Razak Olade Lokoba, popularly called RKO. Comrade Lokoba, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you. Good day.
Yes, thank you for joining us on The Conversation
It's a
today.
pleasure.
Yeah. Top of the bill today on The Conversation, we want to look at the PMS price war in Nigeria. You recollect that the present administration, early in the life of the administration, removed the subsidy on PMS, and with the removal with the removal of subsidy on PMS, the price shot up astronomically, and lo and behold, sometime last year, the Dangote refinery came on stream. And before the Dangote refinery came on stream, there has been these agitations for local production of petroleum products. And before you could say Jack Robinson, the national refineries in Port Harcourt, as well as the one in Warri, also came on stream. So since then, there has been this war between the refineries on the pricing of PMS at the pumps. But in the midst of all this, the price of PMS at the pumps is dependent on global price of crude oil. During the Yuletide, the Dangote refinery management brought down the price of PMS per liter from their stations. And the NNPC also followed suit. Right now, we can see that the price war has begun to take shape, such that the differences in the price of PMS at the pumps from the different petrol stations who are taking their products from NNPCL and Dangote is very, very minimal.
Yes, and I think we should be bold enough for some of us who are in support of subsidy.
The full deregulation.
That we are waiting to see the effect. We have told them the 6-window period that is going to have effect has taken shape now, given what we have said. And if we didn't remove subsidy by now, there will be no money available to run subsidy by now.
To even run government, not even to run subsidy.
Yes, it's going to run the government down, and by extension, there will be no money for subsidy. So if you don't understand the gains of removal,
or the gains of the full deregulation, I think you should begin to appreciate what the president has done now. Any political that is trying to weaponize that removal and the effect of the removal should keep quiet now. Now, I agree with you.
Energy is a product, and a product, government take part in it, private sector take part in it. We have had about 4 refineries now in Nigeria that is working, and it's about.
We haven't had so many modular refineries. In fact, when I was reading,
that is not mentioned.
Yes, I saw some 110 barrels per day.
Yes.
You know,
now,
very small modular refineries.
If subsidy has been on, those refineries will not come.
They will not come on board. Yes.
Dangote will still be battling with survivor. So, and if we want to flow from that, we must first admit that, of course, the price we have paid.
Opening up the market for people to come and invest.
It's really worth it.
It's really, yeah.
And like we have said, it shouldn't be only Dangote. It's not by word of mouth that we say it should not be Dangote. It's a natural thing. The numbers of small refineries that are coming on board now is increasing by the day.
Yes.
And in business and transaction and trade, the natural thing that is a daily existence, which is you bring my price down to have more customers coming to me. You also bring your price down. You also look at the quality of what is responsible why we are able to have enough access to petrol. The queues are no longer long again now. If you see any long queue now, it is probably because the fuel there is cheaper.
Yes.
And for people who are in the east who can afford it, you go to where you can get your fuel on time and go to where we are going. So this is the natural picture of what oil and gas should be, particularly petroleum product and diesel in the country. This is the first time we are getting the feel of the spirit of energy. This is the first time we are getting it now. And as a people, we have to be very careful. Don't allow anybody to come and plot us against the government by saying that something. Nothing is wrong anyway. All we should do now is to join this kind of conversation, to trudge on the government to do more, and to also do whatever the government asks us to do. Labour want to strike, let them only strike. Oh. Nobody should attempt at shutting down our refineries again. The effect of shutting down refinery is what we are seeing battling with the Kaduna refinery today. And thank God, Port Harcourt refinery has just come out of it and worry. So, and it's our responsibility now to protect our institutions. We know that with Dangote in business, with other people in business, it may not be easy for anybody to deny us ourselves to fuel again. I know that one for sure. But our asset must be protected. The policy of government must be protected. The policy that the government is rolling out, don't allow any opposition to say that when they strike again, though, we should support to shut the entire nation down. Nation that become great today, people are very careful in shutting it down. So for us now, we want the government to do more. We want him to license more modular refineries, and we want the government to encourage the state government to come on board, because the more the merrier. Dangote will have mega transaction in oil and gas sector. He has become an authority on that. But as small as transactions for state, for smaller industries, that is a catchment for state government and those modular refineries again, because machineries will keep increasing in the country. We are talking about railway now. We need to fill it. We are talking about shipping line. We are talking about more in origin in it. It's oil and gas.
In fact, the beauty of the whole thing for me is that when the conversation started about the food deregulation, we saw people, inciting the Nigerians, making them feel as if the government was doing a wrong thing, meant that but now everybody is saying that the beauty of the policy, we are gradually reaping the rewards. Just some few days ago, we heard that Dangote refinery is exporting to is it Saudi Arabia? We now have a situation whereby there's stiff competition. For me, I'm looking forward to, there's another refinery that we are eagerly waiting for to come on stream. That's apart from the remaining Port Harcourt as well as the Kaduna refinery. We also have the Bua refinery.
Yeah.
So what the government in the past, people said a lot of investors who wanted to come and set up refineries in Nigeria said, with the way you were regulating the industry with importation,
we can't come.
We will not come and it's better we start. Even right now, importers of petroleum products, because the government has made it in such a way that if you want to go and import. That's your cup of tea.
But you will not compel us to bring down our price, or to hold the tie the hand of our local refinery. We will not do that for you.
Now, even those who were importing or who are importing are now saying that the locally produced petroleum products are cheaper. So it means they are going to stop importation. And that will drop the pressure on our naira, and our economy will be the better for it.
And that gives us a message that the cabals we are talking about in the oil sector may soon become jobless. But we must not give up, because they are going back to the drawing board. They will come up with something again. When that time comes, we should know clearly that there is an incitement. They may come up with short of blackmail. This government has had this sort of from these cabals and enemies of our people.
I agree with both.
So we should understand that when good things want to come, it's running some people out of business.
Yes, it will come with a lot of
the people who will be losing their job.
People will be dislocated, will fight back.
Yeah, because of these inconveniences we are feeling, some people are making money from it. They will not rest, particularly when corruption in such sector like oil and gas has become internationalized. It's not only local challenge we are going to have. Refineries that are no longer sending off oil to us, they are not also not be happy.
Yes, they will not be happy. Yes, because we have become a bad market for them.
And for Nigeria, they will not be happy with us. So you should expect anything. So let's brace up for it. Let's know that nobody will defend our country for us. And if anybody external influence want to destroy our country, The citizens must rise up to the occasion. So let's give this government that benefit of doubt.
That support.
Yes, let them perform. We have told you that gestation period is not 1 or 2 years. And evidence has shown that truly the pain is going gradually. Look at the student dragnet now, it's increasing by the day. It's not a lie.
Yes.
It's not a lie. And power sector, governors are also willing to come on board.
The electricity
It's getting better.
law in 2024 has given
Yes,
the
so
states.
I don't know
individuals
where we are living though, but it's improving gradually.
Yes.
If there's a challenge, it's because they are trying to work on some technical issues. The same thing on security. The challenge, that is why when people say IG, I say security is not a daily exercise.
It's not a one-man show.
Yes, so
it's
where
a collective
you say remove the IG, you can't remove IG like that in the rest of the world though. It's a secret, and that's why Police Act Commission says that IG is not a thing you can be removing and replacing as if you are giving appointment to ministers. No. So on security, it's getting better. So for us, what makes the head of the government swell is when they are appreciated. So for us, I will not mince my word in saying that the government is doing is best on it. There are challenges. Economy is still a bit having a challenge for people, but still we should know that the hope is not a question of illusion.
Comrade Lokoba, you could not have said it better, because when the food deregulation started, even people who promised that immediately they get into power, if Nigerians had voted them in, that they will do the same thing, they started singing a new song. Like we said in the past in some of our programs, Nigerian politicians politicize everything under the sun. Even religion, they politicize religion.
Yes, so
that, oh, why are you going to this religious faith? Why not this? But the truth of the matter is that, like we have all seen, today we are the better for it. There's no more queues. Our fuel stations, you don't need to have sleepless nights where we like. I remember in the past, when you wake up, you'll be afraid that will I get fuel. I made it known on this program. There was a day I traveled from Lagos to Ondo. I passed through Ibadan, Ife. This was an axis that in the past, if you go through these routes, if there are 50 fuel stations on that road,
you may be able to count up to 5.
hardly will you get 5. But when I went on that road, if we have 50,
and
45 are selling
and
fuel.
the pass, there's no wisdom in going with your car.
Yes.
You will go by the public transport.
Public transport. So now even this cabal you are talking about, we appeal to them, go and set up refineries. Be producing petrol and diesel and every other.
It's another job for you.
Yes. Open petrol station.
You make your money.
Even the CNG that the government is telling people to come and invest in, the cabal can even divert.
I don't know the government will overcome this very soon, because the enormity of opposition and sabotage that I know as someone who understand the mess the industry is. I didn't know they will come out of this soon. The saboteurs are so many in all fields, from all angles. So all the guys in the oil and gas sector, in government, and the president himself has done a very good job. And I want to also encourage them to also sort out the power sector the way they have done the oil and gas, and also the security, so that it will be liberalized. Everything will not be too concentrated. It will liberalize.
Today nobody is putting a rope to the neck of NNPCL any
At
longer.
all.
The market is
At
there.
all,
It's like a free market. Go there and access your.
Do what? So if you want to do bread, go and buy flour and do your bread.
Yes,
your own,
ladies and gentlemen, we cannot say it better than what obtains. The PMS price war is on, and we can only encourage the government to put in place the enabling environment such that the idea or the ideal of the government to prevent exploitation, to prevent a monopolistic market system with regards to the petroleum sector is now at play. You buy anywhere, or as a dealer, you can source your product from any of the refiners. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we want to end this part of the conversation. We'll go on a short break. We'll be right back. Please continue to watch the conversation coming to you from TV 360 here in Lagos, Nigeria. We'll be right back.